Hey everybody, thank you so much for checking out this video. It's your girl LB. Welcome to my channel Watch With Me LB, where I give you fun, fresh, and funny ranch reviews and recaps on my favorite movies and TV shows. Now I know that you're like, L, you missed The Last of Us episode 6. Where were you? It was Mardi Gras. It was Mardi Gras. Point blank in the period. That's it and that's all. I just wasn't available, child. I was either tired, tipsy, or just out running around in the street, okay, with feathers and glitter and all kind of stuff on. So, I had a great time. Thanks for asking. But I'm back this week to talk about episode 7 of The Last of Us, entitled Left Behind. And quite frankly, I was wondering if I was left behind with the point of this episode, because I'm really not sure what it was. I'm just keeping it real. I'm keeping it real. If you haven't, please subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that bell for the notifications and share this video if you are so inclined. I'd appreciate it. Thank you. I don't know why I go to Texas when I ask people to do stuff. I'm not from Texas. So the episode opens up with Joel and Ellie finding shelter in like an abandoned neighborhood, like in a house in a basement. And Ellie's trying to tend to Joel and put pressure on his stab wound, and Joel is telling her to go to Tommy, like go north. You got to get up out of here and just leave me, because I'm sure he's like, I'm gonna die. So he's trying to get her somewhere safe, right? And she is going up the stairs, and so when she gets to the door, she pauses, and then we jump forward, or we jump backwards actually, to when she was in school, when she was in federal school, and she has her little headphones on and she's in PE. And we see that she's kind of getting bullied by this girl, right? And the girl takes her Walkman off and is kind of messing with her and basically saying like, you're not going to do nothing because the person that you had to have your back is gone, right? Talking about her best friend, Riley. Riley has at this point been gone for 3 weeks. And so, the girl is talking about how, she's been gone for so long, she's probably dead, right? And Ellie don't like that. So Ellie punches her directly in her nostrils. Oh, well, that's what happens to bullies, bro. Because Ellie punched that girl in her nostrils, or wherever she punched her, she gets sent to what I would assume would be like the principal's office, but it's not, a teacher. It's a soldier is talking to Ellie about how she has a choice, right? You could either choose to be a grunt, and then, the bully is gonna, make the right choices, and the bully is gonna end up being your boss when y'all get older, or you can follow the rules and do your thing and rise up in the ranks, and then you could tell this bully what to do and blah, blah, blah. And so Ellie's like, yeah, you're right. I'm gonna chill out, right? Because she's gotten put into like solitary confinement a bunch of times because, Ellie got a hot head and she don't listen to people. She got a smart mouth, and so I could see why they put her in solitary confinement in a situation like that. Not that I'm condoning it. I'm just saying the world is in shambles. I know they was gonna throw her ass in the hole. So the next thing we get is Ellie in her dorm, like in her room, and she is like reading comic books, and it's late at night, and she's in a room by herself. There is a bed there that's empty. And so, it's lights out. And so she turns her light off and she goes, she's trying to go to sleep. But somebody's coming through her window, and whoever it is, puts their hand like over her mouth, right? And it's her best friend, Riley. Now, if that's my best friend, we gonna scrap, because don't play with me like that. Girl, you gonna have to see me, baby. Don't scare me like that. That's unacceptable, okay? It's people out here that's turning into zombies and doing all kinds of stuff. We scared out here. Don't put your hand over my mouth. Don't do that. Riley is played by the amazing Storm Reed, and she did her thing in this episode, hands down, full stop, okay? So basically, Riley tells Ellie that she joined the Fireflies. She wants to change things, right? She wants to liberate the people. Ellie's having her own like realization after that conversation in the principal's office, where she's like really gonna try to do the thing and be a federal, high ranking official or whatever. And then her best friend is going to do the same, but on the other side for the Fireflies. And so Ellie's kind of like, well, what the hell, bro? Like, how we gonna be friends? Like, what we gonna do? We on opposite sides of the fence. Riley's like, listen, we ain't gonna worry about all that. I'm about to take you somewhere. We about to have a great time, girl. Put your clothes on. They walk to this like abandoned building, And Riley tells Ellie to go through this door that they're facing, turn right, and just wait for me. Let me know when you get there. And so Ellie goes in and she, does what Riley asked her to do, which shows a great amount of damn trust, because who is going into strange places in a zombie apocalypse? Not I, said the cat. But Ellie did it because that's her best friend. Her best friend would never send her into harm's way, right? Right. And she starts to see lights turn on. And so Riley has taken her to the mall. And she thought that, Ellie thought that the mall was sealed off because it was full of infected. And Riley's like, haha, it's actually not. Ellie has never been to the mall. She's only read about it and seen pictures of it, but never actually been to the mall because she was raised in Federal. Ellie is having a great time and they didn't even get in the mall good yet. Ellie rode the escalator for the first time and she is just completely blown away by the technology of an escalator, okay? Which really shows you how little she's experienced and how much she's not been exposed to. And they have storefronts, right? That are, most of them are completely destroyed because people were looting and they old Foot Locker and Bath and Body Works and whatever, and they walk past the Victoria's Secret, and this is where we start to really understand that they got a little a little rank that ain't going on between the two of them, right? They, they're seeing lingerie in the window, and it's like a thong, like a teddy kind of lingerie situation, and Riley is like, that looks crazy uncomfortable. And then Ellie's like, hell yeah, it does. It go up your butt. And then Riley's like, I'm just imagining you wearing something like that. And I'm like, oh, okay, y'all really like each other then. Come on, flirt. I need to take some lessons, baby, because I don't know how to flirt to this day. She about to be 40. I don't know how to flirt. I should have did what they was. I should have took some notes, but it's not too late for me. The Lord ain't through me yet, Riley takes Ellie to the carousel that's in the mall, right? And they are riding in the carousel and you start to really see these stolen glances between Ellie and Riley. And, they on a date, baby. We watching the first date, all right? And so it's really cute and they, have some alcohol and they drinking some whiskey or whatever. And they, cute on a little Ferris wheel. And you know what's about to happen. We've heard about Riley and, I don't believe she no longer with us, right? So at least me, I'm expecting for something to pop out of somewhere. I fully expected for the carousel attendant to pop out the door. The little maintenance door that the carousel have. I was like, oh, a carousel worker zombie about to pop out the thing and just bite their ass. That wasn't what happened. But it's like you anticipating some shit to go on because it's a big old mall, baby. And just when we were we thought it was sweet, we do see that there is a clicker pasted into the wall with full of fungus spores and all kind of stuff. You know how they be stuck to the wall? His ass was stuck to the wall. Now, I was confusion because Riley said that later on in the episode that she was there because that was a base for the fireflies. And I would have figured that the fireflies would have saw it because it really wasn't like in a corner, somewhere where you wouldn't see it. It was next to the bathroom, between two trash cans. Anyway, but they didn't see that clicker there. So I was waiting on something to happen, babe. I was anticipating something about it to pop out like a damn Foot Locker zombie or a damn, Chick-fil-A zombie to pop out, baby. Because I'm like, y'all, ain't no way everybody left. That would have been fire. I ain't gonna hold you. A clicker with a referee jersey that worked at Foot Locker, I would have ate that up, baby. I would have been fully enthralled with that. We're continuing on with them throughout their date in the mall. They take pictures, the little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pictures that you take in a little booth. And they go to the arcade. And in between these stops, they are kind of talking about their future, why did you leave and why did you join the Fireflies, a conversation about their futures, both still on opposite ends of the spectrum in terms of what they are going to be expecting for their future. And Riley says listen, I can't do Fedra, baby. I couldn't do it. They put me on sewer detail. She was like, hell no, the hell I'm not. At this point in the episode, me was like, bring it on, pump it up. You know what I mean? Because we were 35, almost 40 minutes in, and we were literally just on a date. You know what I mean? It was, I don't know, am I being sexist? The patriarchy, bro. I'm telling you. Maybe because we already kind of got like a love story with Bill and Frank. I don't want to speak for you. I don't even know you. Me. Maybe because I got the love story already with Frank and Bill, that the one with Ellie and Riley was like, okay, we did this already. Just didn't feel fresh. And if it did, it was sweet. I can't even take that away. It was very, very sweet. And I was just worried for them little girls. I'm like, Lord, I know something gonna happen. Just think that it had something to do with the Frank and Bill episode, because that shit was sweet as sugar, baby. I got a diabetic shot from Frank and Bill. Oh, it was so good. And not that this one wasn't. It just was, I don't know. I think it also had something to do with the fact that Bill and Frank was episode 3. So I'm like, yeah, give me the character development, baby. Give me the backstory. Let me know what's going on, how it worked, whatever. But we on episode 7. Now we have 2 episodes left in the season. It's a 10 episode run for the first season. So I'm like wanting more of what I came looking for, which is like the action, the clickers, the backstabbing. I don't even know if that is they backstabbing this show. I don't know. I don't know. All I know is I wanted more death and destruction. Y'all know that in terms of my movie watching zombie preferences, I'm a psycho. I want death and destruction and blood and guts and people getting their faces chewed off. And because I already got the sweet and the character development, and we got the buddy team up with Ellie and Joel found his brother. I'm like, listen, relationships squared away. Give me the blood and guts. Give me some stuff like episode 5. I literally could be a psycho. I don't know. Comment down below and let me know what you thought about that. Riley tells Ellie they sending her to Atlanta. Ellie's mad. She's pissed. And she's like, all right, well, listen, you be cool. I'm gonna talk to you, I guess, hopefully, because I'm not gonna see you again. And she just kind of leaves, right? And so she's walking through the mall by herself, and she's getting ready to go back to her room. And she hears, like, first of all, she's vacillating. She's like, oh, I want to go back, right? I want to go back. I got to go back to my girl. I can't leave her like that. I can't leave. This could be the last time. But then she hears a scream, and she thinks that it's Riley. So she runs back in to, make sure Riley is okay. And she finds that the scream is coming from a Halloween store in the mall. It's one of those like motion sense pop-up, try to scare you, scream skeleton things. And that's what it was. And that was one of the places that Riley wanted to take her, because she knew that Ellie would love, a Halloween store where they could, play with costumes and listen to music and stuff like that. And they're having a heart-to-heart, and it's a really great scene. And they, decide to, not leave on that note and try to have as much fun with each other while they can. So Ellie and Riley put on these Halloween masks, and Riley puts on some music, and they are dancing and just, being silly and having fun in the Halloween store. And then Ellie is like kind of overcome by emotion, and she asks Riley not to go. And then Riley is like, all right. And they both are kind of overcome because they feel the sincerity in that moment, and they share a kiss. It was really cute and really sweet. And at this point, I already know that we singing and dancing and we sharing a kiss, and we gonna live our lives together. It's about to go down. You know it too. And of course, they hear some clanging and banging somewhere in the back. Riley, because she done got down with the Fireflies, she has a gun. And so she's like, Ellie, get your shit together, baby. It's about to go down. The clicker come running out the back. Them clickers have somewhere to be. They trying to run away and get away from it, or like fight it or whatever. And it's like a tussle, right? Ellie ends up stabbing it in the head. And they both realize that they've been bit. Ellie on the arm and Riley on her hand. So Riley and Ellie are sitting there, and they're like, well, what the hell do we do? And so Riley's like, okay, option 1, we can go ahead and do that thing. She has a gun and she has bullets, and we could just, Riley doesn't like that because she thinks that's quitting. We don't quit. Option 2, Riley's like, listen, whether it's 2 minutes, whether it's 2 days, we get to be together. Let's just ride it out. We gonna die anyway. Let's just die together. And they just kind of fall into each other and are crying and embracing each other, and it's really fucking sad. Like, it really is. Like, and that's where I like really was appreciative of Storm Reed's and Bella Ramsey's performances, baby, because they look really devastated. Like, they really looked like they was at a funeral on the first row. That was it. That's it. That was the last time we saw Riley in this episode, because as soon as that scene is done, we jump right back to present time where Ellie and Joel are in the house together. Ellie is trying to like rummage through the house to see if she can find something that can help Joel. Ellie finds like a needle and thread somewhere, and she goes downstairs to see that Joel is still alive, and she holds his hand and he kind of like embraces her like weakly, because you know he about to die. He not about to die. He just weak and he just got stabbed in his belly. Okay, relax. And kind of showing like, damn, I'm kind of glad you here, girl, because I was sad. I was by myself and I don't want to be by myself. I'm glad you came back, because he was like pushing her away. He literally pushed her ass damn near across the room, telling her to go back to Tommy. But now that she's back, he's grateful for that, right? And it was very much mirroring the same kind of embrace that Ellie and Riley had in the mall. Ellie starts to stitch Joel up, which of course is very painful because she ain't got it ain't sanitized and it ain't no anesthesia. So he just probably gonna get tetanus. So that's where the episode ends. Like, literally, we don't get to see nothing else. That's it. It's over with. Bye-bye. Good night. Thank you. Have a great work week. And it just ended so abruptly. And I just really didn't appreciate that, because why did we spend so long playing Mortal Kombat, though, is what I'm saying. Like, we didn't need 3 consecutive games of Mortal Kombat. Now, Ellie did have a picture, like a poster of Mortal Kombat in her room. So that probably was like a game that she had read about and was like excited to like actually play. Cool, but we didn't need that for, 47 minutes. And that was just kind of like a gripe that I had with the episode, because, and that's what I'm struggling with it. And I'm probably going to have to go back and rewatch it, because I didn't feel that way for Frank and Bill, right? We didn't get nothing but love story and like relationship and character development, and, like learning how to cook and growing carrots and strawberries and shit. Like, that's all we got with them. And I ate that up, right? I love that. Episode 3 though. Episode 3, I love that. Episode 7, I don't know if I love it so much. I wanted to know why Ellie is not immune, but why it doesn't impact her the way that it does. Like, I thought that's when we